What if I told you that you could achieve remarkable things by simply improving 1% each day? It might sound too good to be true, but the power of tiny gains, when compounded over time, is truly astonishing. This is the essence of the 1% rule. Consistent incremental improvements lead to exponential growth. Think about it. A small change, like walking for an extra 10 minutes each day, might seem insignificant in the grand scheme of things. But over a year, those 10 minutes add up to over 60 hours of exercise you wouldn't have done otherwise. This principle applies to every area of life, from our health and relationships to our careers and personal development. The 1% rule isn't about making drastic overnight transformations. It's about focusing on consistent, sustainable progress. It's about embracing the idea that even the smallest steps forward, when taken consistently, can lead to extraordinary results. The beauty of the 1% rule lies in the power of compounding. When you improve by 1% each day, you're not just adding to your progress linearly, you're multiplying it. Let's say you start with a skill level represented by the number 1. If you improve by 1% each day for a year, you'll end up 37 times better than when you started. This mathematical principle, known as compound interest, is the same reason why even small investments can grow significantly over time. It's the snowball effect in action. The more you improve, the easier it becomes to make further progress. The key is consistency. Just like a few pounds invested regularly can grow into a substantial sum, small, consistent efforts compounded over time can lead to extraordinary outcomes. The 1% rule isn't just a theoretical concept. It's a principle that has been proven time and again in the real world. Take the British cycling team, for example. In the early 2000s, they were struggling to make a mark on the world stage. Then they adopted a philosophy of marginal gains, focusing on improving every aspect of their performance by 1%. They made tiny adjustments to their equipment, their training regimes, even their sleep and nutrition. The result? They went on to dominate the sport for a decade, winning multiple Olympic and World Championship titles. This principle applies to individuals as well. Imagine wanting to write a book. Instead of being daunted by the enormity of the task, you could focus on writing just 1 page a day. At that rate, you'll have a completed manuscript in less than a year. The 1% rule is a powerful reminder that significant achievements are not the result of overnight successes, but rather the culmination of countless small steps taken consistently over time. It's about embracing the idea that progress is a journey, not a destination. So, where can you start applying the 1% rule in your own life? Identify areas where you'd like to improve your health, your relationships, your career, and then break down those big goals into smaller, more manageable steps. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. Start today. Make that phone call, read that article, take that first step, however small it may seem. Embrace the power of 1% and watch as your consistent efforts compound into extraordinary results.